Did you know that the root bark of Mimosa hostilis, a tree native to Brazil, contains a high concentration of a hallucinogenic compound known as DMT? This remarkable tree is steeped in rich lore and tradition, and it's the naturally occurring source of dimethyltryptamine, a compound that has the power to alter human consciousness. This powerful psychoactive substance, DMT, is renowned for inducing intense hallucinogenic experiences. Now that we've unveiled the magic of Mimosa hostilis, let's delve into the process of extracting DMT from it. The extraction of DMT from Mimosa hostilis is a meticulous process involving several stages. It's quite the journey, but rest assured the outcome is worth the effort. Let's delve into the first two stages of the process. Picture this. You're standing at your workspace armed with the main ingredient of our adventure, Mimosa hostilis root bark. This powerhouse of nature is where the magic begins, and it's our job to unlock it. The first stage is all about preparation. We need to strip the Mimosa hostilis root bark down to its most accessible form. This involves shredding the bark into fine pieces, a task that requires patience and precision. But why, you might ask? Well, by breaking the bark down into smaller pieces, we increase the surface area for the extraction process. This maximizes the amount of DMT we can extract. Think of it as preparing a hearty meal. The finer you chop your ingredients, the better the flavors blend. Once our root bark is finally shredded, we're ready to move on to the second stage. This is where we introduce our shredded bark to a basic solution. This isn't your regular soak in the tub, though. This bath has a purpose. The basic solution acts like a key, unlocking the DMT from the bark. It's a slow dance, one where the chemicals in the solution gently coax the DMT out of the bark. There's a bit of science at play here. The alkaline environment of the basic solution facilitates the conversion of the DMT within the bark into its free base form. This form is soluble in nonpolar solvents, which will be crucial in the next stages of the process. Just like that, you've completed the first two stages of DMT extraction from Mimosa hostilis. But don't rest on your laurels just yet. After soaking the shredded bark in the basic solution, you are halfway through the extraction process. But the most exciting part is yet to come. Having soaked the shredded bark, we now move on to the more exciting part of the extraction process. In the third stage of the process, we're going to separate the DMT from the basic solution. This is accomplished using a nonpolar solvent. You might be wondering what a nonpolar solvent is. Well, it's a substance that dissolves other substances or solutes to form a solution. In our case, it helps in separating the DMT from the basic solution. Now, this might sound complicated, but it's really just a matter of adding the solvent, giving it a good shake, and then letting it separate. Now, on to the fourth, and arguably the most thrilling stage. This is where we witness the fruits of our labor. In this stage, we evaporate the solvent. Evaporation is a type of vaporization that occurs on the surface of a liquid as it changes into the gas phase. But why are we evaporating the solvent, you ask? Well, as the solvent evaporates, it leaves behind the pure DMT crystals. Yes, that's right, the very essence of this operation. This process, while fascinating, requires a certain level of precision and patience. It's not about rushing through the stages, but rather about understanding and appreciating the science behind it. With the evaporation of the solvent, you are left with pure DMT crystals, ready for use. Extracting DMT from Mimosa hostilis might seem complex, but it's all about precision and patience. The journey begins with shredding the bark into the finest of particles. This is not a race, but a ritual of preparing the raw material for its transformation. Next, the shredded bark is soaked in a basic solution. It's like a spa treatment that prepares the bark for the extraction process. This step is crucial to break down the cell walls and free the DMT molecules. The third step is where the magic truly happens. A nonpolar solvent is used to extract DMT from the solution. Like an expert thief, it steals away the DMT, leaving behind all the other components. Finally, the solvent is evaporated to reveal the prize, pure DMT crystals. This final stage is a waiting game, and the solvent must be given all the time it needs to completely evaporate. And that's how you go from Mimosa hostilis to DMT. Remember, patience is key, and the reward is an unparalleled journey into the depths of your consciousness.